What's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. Again, sorry I didn't post any video last week because there wasn't much to update on the charts. Same for NFTs. But I'm back with another video this week and I'll be mainly talking about Bitcoin and Matic that I am looking to trade very soon in the coming days or weeks. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so to start off our Bitcoin analysis, as you can see, these markings over here, these are all the ranges that I'm looking for, the top of the range, bottom of the range, and the mid-range. I also have created a thread on my Twitter account. If you haven't checked out, do check it out. It's on my Twitter at TraderBlink. You can search me up. I wrote out a thread on how do I point out these points of interest and how do I mark them out. So check it out if you are interested. But anyway, long story short, this is basically the June mid of range. This was the top of the range at about 32k, and this was the June bottom range at about 17.5k. Then zooming in a little bit, this was the mid range of these two levels, okay? And lastly, this is the September mid range, which is the mid range of the July mid and the June bottom range. So I like to play with these ranges because it helps you to see the charts way easier. On the weekly chart, we can see Bitcoin failed to break these few levels right at the 18k levels. I was expecting Bitcoin to push even further down with the CPI data, but that did not happen as we all know. Okay, let me zoom into the daily chart first. This was the CPI data release. It pushed Bitcoin from 19k all the way down to 18k, but failed to break this key level over here. I was expecting it to push even more to take out all these stops around here at this bottom area, but well, it did not. It just stopped right at the key level about 18.1k and then started pushing back up. So let me go back to the weekly chart. As you can see, the weekly candle for last week closed still bearish, but with a long wick. This shows that there's a lot of buying volume over here and signifying that it's more bullish for the coming weeks or days. Okay, so even though I'm overall bearish, this weekly candle over here tells me that buyers might jump back in again with the delusional rally coming back in, and later I'll talk more about the stock market, but let's talk about Bitcoin first. As you can see, previous weekly candles still closed below the September mid-range. So until we have a close of at least a weekly candle above this mid-range, or best if it can close above this July mid-range, then I can see higher prices for Bitcoin. Maybe in the coming weeks. But till then, I'm still skeptical about the up move. And although I'm still majorly bearish, I will not count out on the bullish move that is coming, or if it's coming. Okay, so that's the weekly. Moving on to the daily chart. Okay, you can see it's respected this support zone over here at 18.9k, around the 19k regions, and then it started pushing back up again yesterday, start of the week. And so right now, this is a key area around this level, 19.7, 19.8. If we have to see that price pushes up, breaks this trend, and to confirm the bullish buyers, I would love to see it break above this resistance zone, about 20,400, breaks and retest this level, and then I will consider taking a bullish buyers short term, and then I'll take some alts, longs, and etc. But till then, I'm still majorly bearish for now. Okay, will not take any action for now because the candles are still printing a bit bullish to my and it's not to my liking for bearish biasness. So just stay away from the charts for now. So the only way I'm taking any shorts or any longs if Bitcoin shows that it cannot break this area, starts to deviate and close back below this mid-range level at 19,480, if it manages to close below again in the daily chart and fails to break it back above, then I may start looking for shorts. So till then, these two are the scenarios that I want to happen. So firstly, for the bullish buyers, I want it to break at least above this resistance at 20.4k, breaks, retest, then I will look for longs on alts over here. Alternatively, for shorts, I would love to see it back below this mid-range, close below, retest, fails to break above again, and then I'll start looking for shorts again. Okay, simple as that. Keep it simple. Have your main buyers, and then set up trades for both longs and shorts depending on what's the outcome of the charts. Okay, so very simply, this is how I trade. Range levels, level to level, mainly also price action. So for bullish buyers, I'm looking for this price action to play into the favor of the bulls, and therefore this is my plan. Moving to the weekly chart, you can see that price fails to break this 18k level, and it has been a strong support for the last 2 to 3 months since about June. Alright, so if price manages to break and retest this level, okay, for further bullish biasness, I would want to see it break above this July mid of range and then hold above this key level at about 21,400. Okay, so this is another key level to watch out for. Okay, this is a huge resistance around 21.4 to 21.5k. If I see it fail to reject it, let me show you the outcome. If it fails to break above, comes up and comes back down, retest this July mid-range level, this is also my short bias, because this shows me that price fails to break above a key level, deviates above the July mid-range, and then I'll play from range to range again. Okay, so this is my next short area. Okay, so I wouldn't be in a major bullish bias because we are still in a huge range and the economy is still fundamentally not doing well, and there are no pivot prayers and there are no fundamentally good news for the economy to be pushing up stocks and crypto up to a very huge level, you know what I mean? So still majorly bearish. I'll look mainly for shorts still. If I'm looking for longs, it will be very, very short term. Okay, so the next scenario is it breaks above, holds above this 21.5k levels, and then my next target will be the June mid-range, which is around 25k. Honestly, this scenario is still, even though now the price is below 20k and the price to 25k is pretty substantial amount. It's about 20 to 30% up from these prices. I still wouldn't be looking for major longs because price of Bitcoin can easily do this. It breaks above, fix out everyone, takes out all the shorts stop losses above this level, and then main shorters come back into the picture again with more liquidity here, breaks below, comes back and retests this range level again, and then this is my very big short area. Okay, why? Because it shows that the strengths of the bulls are weakening. It's just to grab liquidity, fundamentally no change as well. Gets a lot of shorters over here, deviates, and then boom, we should start heading back down to the July mid-range and then to the June bottom. This is where if the economy is trying to have another relief rally, a bear market rally again, this will be my short trigger. So hopefully you guys roughly know what are my main biases. Still bearish. I wouldn't take longs, or if I take longs, it will be very, very short term. I'm mainly looking for shorts at these two areas. Okay, so till then, if price manages to break above and retest this level, then we can start looking for the June top of range, which is at about 30k levels. But till then, I'll update you guys if price reaches that area. Okay, so Reason why I might be mini bullish short term is because looking at the stock market. Okay, let me zoom in. We can see similar to Bitcoin, the CPI data. Let me move to the daily chart. It broke the previous lows, okay, but fails to hold below the 35k key level. And why is this level so strong is because looking at the monthly chart, okay, if you use a flip from the bottom of the March COVID lows at 2020 and the top at November 2021, we can see this was the mid level, 0.5 Fibonacci. We trace all the way back to this level, 3,500 key level, and then buyers started to come back in again. Alright, so similar to Bitcoin, CPI pushed it all the way down, then started going back up, and now it's going even higher right now. So this signifies that it's almost a double bottom over here, and it's a very strong reversal sign. So let's say I'm expecting S&P 500 to at least touch this resistance level at 3785 areas. So if we breaks above this level, then we are going to be having another relief rally up to at least 4,000 levels. Alright, so this is the area I'm watching for stock markets as well. So depending on how stock market reacts at this level, it will correlate definitely with Bitcoin. So watch these levels. Okay, so it all goes according to stock markets as well, and this correlates to Bitcoin. So if this breaks above, definitely Bitcoin will hit at least 21 to 22k regions. Okay, but if it fails to break this level and rejects, Bitcoin should be around 20,800 to 21k levels or so. So if it rejects around here, I'm looking for Bitcoin shorts as well. Okay, so one more coin I want to cover is Matic. So this is the Matic chart. If you guys do not know already, I posted a trade idea in my Discord. So if you haven't joined, do join it if you want my trade ideas and my thought processes. But I shared this trade over here. Even in my previous video, when I shared it, price was around the 85, 86 regions. And then I finally took a shot, okay, at around the 83 cents region. It caused a deviation above this key level, and then wasn't able to close above, and then I took a shot over here, and then with CPI it pushed down all the way to this level, 71 cents or 72 cents. I took a little bit of profit, but then it started pushing back up again, and then I let it run till it hit my stop loss. I brought it to break even, so I was out with just a small profit. Okay, now you can see Matic pushed even higher, breaking the previous highs. This symbolizes that there's a lot of strength for Matic, but do note that overall it's still a bearish trend. If you look at the weekly chart, we're still in a huge bearish trend. So do not take account for this relief rally or some sort. So similarly to Bitcoin, if Bitcoin starts to keep rallying above, and then I wouldn't look for longs for Matic because right now it really pushed too much, and I do not really want to get into a bullish bias for Matic because I'm still looking to enter shorts for Matic whenever it stops running. Okay, so I wouldn't be covering any longs for Matic trade, only shorts biasness. So let's say Bitcoin, okay, breaks above 20.5, 20.6, and then fails to break the 21k 400 levels, key level, right? So I think Matic will do this, something like this. It breaks above, deviates at about 90 cents, comes back below this key resistance, and fails to break this 88 cents level. This is my trigger, and I'll be looking to short again down to the next areas at about 70 cents. Okay, so this is my first short idea. If Bitcoin becomes even more bullish, let's say it breaks above 21.5, hits the 22, 23Ks, and then I'm looking for Matic to at least take out this previous highs over here. There'll be lots of stop losses over here, I believe. Breaks above, but fails to stay above 96 cents, comes back down, retest. This is my next short trigger. So guys, that's all from me. These are all my trade ideas. Hope this finds you well, And again, if you haven't joined my Discord, I post my trade ideas, why I take my trades, and also NFT content, and fundamentally what altcoins I'm looking for, etc. All be in my Discord. So join if you haven't. And remember, the markets are always here, but your capital may not. Peace.